If you're here right now, it's because something inside you knows you were made for more. You're tired of settling, tired of excuses, and you're ready to step into the life you deserve. But let me tell you, this change doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. Today. We're going to unlock 6 keys that, if you practice them every single day, will transform your life. Let's unleash that power together. The quality of your life is a reflection of the standards you set for yourself. If you want to create lasting change, you must first understand this fundamental truth. You don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate. Think about it, what have you been tolerating in your life? What habits? Relationships or excuses have you allowed to persist, even though they're not aligned with the life you truly desire? It's time to draw a line in the sand and declare, enough is enough. Your standards are the foundation upon which everything else is built. When you raise them, you elevate the entire trajectory of your life. Most people live by default, not by design. They follow the path of least resistance and accept whatever life throws at them. But those who achieve greatness, whether in their health, career, relationships, or personal growth, don't settle for good enough. They hold themselves to a higher standard. And because of that, they achieve extraordinary results. The good news is you have the power to do the same. It starts with a decision, a commitment to no longer settle for anything less than you deserve. Raising your standards isn't just about wanting more, it's about becoming more. It's about redefining what's acceptable for you in every area of your life. It's saying, I will no longer skip workouts because I'm tired. I will no longer stay in a job that drains my soul. I will no longer let fear hold me back from pursuing my dreams. It's a shift in identity. You're no longer the person who settles. You're the person who demands excellence from yourself and the world around you. And when you make that shift, everything changes. Now, let me be clear. Raising your standards doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean you'll never have bad days or make mistakes. But it does mean you'll hold yourself accountable. You'll catch yourself when you slip and course correct. You'll refuse to let setbacks define you. Instead of lowering your standards to match your circumstances, you'll rise to meet the challenges. That's the mindset of a winner. That's how you build an unstoppable life. One of the most powerful ways to raise your standards is to get crystal clear on what you truly want. Not what society says you should want. Not what your family or friends think you should do. What you want, what lights your soul on fire. What makes you come alive. Clarity creates focus. And focus creates results. When you know what you want, you can start aligning your standards with that vision. For example, if you want to be in the best shape of your life, you might set a standard to work out 5 days a week, eat nourishing foods, and get 8 hours of sleep. If you want to build a thriving business, you might set a standard to consistently deliver value, learn new skills, and network with people who inspire you. Your standards become the blueprint for your success. But here's the catch. Raising your standards isn't easy. It requires discipline, commitment, and a willingness to get uncomfortable. It's much easier to stay in your comfort zone, to stick with what's familiar. But comfort is the enemy of progress. If you want to grow, you have to embrace the discomfort of change. You have to be willing to do the hard things, the things most people won't do. That's what separates the average from the extraordinary. Remember, your standards are like a thermostat. They set the temperature for your life. If you raise the thermostat, your environment will rise to meet it. But if you leave it low, you'll stay stuck in mediocrity. So ask yourself, what are you willing to commit to? What are you no longer willing to accept? Finally, understand that raising your standards isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong process. As you grow, your standards will evolve. What once seemed impossible will become your new normal. And you'll set your sights even higher. That's the beauty of this journey. There's always another level to reach, another challenge to conquer, another dream to chase. So start today. Decide who you want to be and what you're willing to stand for. Because the moment you raise your standards, you raise your life. And when you do that, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It doesn't matter how clear your vision is or how detailed your plans are. Without action, they remain just ideas trapped in your mind. The key to transforming your life is to take massive, consistent action. But let's be honest, action is where most people falter. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. Let me tell you something. Perfection is a myth. Waiting for everything to align is just an excuse to stay where you are. The time to act is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Because every day you delay is another day you're robbing yourself of the life you deserve. Taking massive action isn't about doing a little bit here and there. It's about going all in. It's about committing with your whole heart and refusing to back down no matter what obstacles come your way. You see, the biggest mistake people make is underestimating what it takes to achieve their goals. They think success comes from dabbling or taking half measures. But if you want extraordinary results, you have to put in extraordinary effort. You have to be relentless. You have to be willing to do what others won't, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's inconvenient, even when you don't feel like it. Here's the truth: action creates momentum. The first step is always the hardest, but once you take it, the next step becomes easier. And the one after that, easier still. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. At first it feels impossible, but if you keep pushing, eventually you'll reach the top. And the momentum will take over. The same is true for your goals. The more you take action, the more confident and capable you become. And that confidence fuels even more action. It's a self-reinforcing cycle of progress. But it all starts with that first step. Now, I know what you're thinking: what if I fail? What if I make the wrong move? Let me tell you something: failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. But they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it, adapted, and kept going. That's the mindset you need to adopt. Instead of fearing failure, see it as feedback. Every misstep teaches you something valuable and brings you closer to your goal. Remember, the only true failure is the failure to act. One of the most powerful strategies for taking massive action is to focus on progress, not perfection. Too often, people get paralyzed by the need to do things perfectly. They spend hours tweaking their plans, second-guessing their decisions, and worrying about what could go wrong. But perfection is the enemy of progress. It's better to take imperfect action than to take no action at all, because even imperfect action moves you forward. It gives you data, experience, and a sense of momentum. So stop overthinking and start doing. Take the first step, even if it's messy, and trust that you'll figure out the rest as you go. Another key to taking massive action is to create a sense of urgency. Why? Because without urgency, it's easy to procrastinate. It's easy to tell yourself, I'll do it later, but later turns into tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next week, and before you know it, months or even years have passed. To break this cycle, you need to act as if your dreams depend on it, because they do. Imagine what your life could look like a year from now if you started today. Now imagine what it will look like if you don't. Let that vision fuel your fire and push you to act. Finally, remember that massive action doesn't have to mean doing everything at once. It's about taking consistent, deliberate steps every single day. Small actions compounded over time lead to massive results. It's like planting seeds. At first, you see nothing. But if you keep watering and nurturing those seeds, eventually they'll grow into something extraordinary. The same is true for your goals. Every action you take is a seed you plant for your future. So commit to taking action today. Commit to showing up even when it's hard. Even when you don't feel like it. Because the life you want is waiting for you on the other side of your action. Your mindset is the foundation of your life. Everything you think, feel, and do stems from the way you perceive the world and your place in it. If you believe life is full of limitations, challenges will seem insurmountable. But if you believe in possibilities, every obstacle becomes an opportunity to grow. The truth is, your mindset shapes your reality. The good news, you have the power to master it. The moment you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. And when you do that, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Most people live as prisoners of their own minds. They replay the same fears, doubts, and negative beliefs over and over and over again like a broken record. I'm not good enough, I can't do this, what if I fail? These thoughts act like chains, keeping them stuck in the same patterns and preventing them from reaching their potential. But here's the truth. Those thoughts are lies, they're not facts. They're stories you've told yourself or stories someone else told you and you believed them for too long. It's time to break free. It's time to rewrite the narrative. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're the creator of your destiny. And it all starts with mastering your mindset. To master your mindset, You must first become aware of the thoughts running through your head. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Are your thoughts empowering or disempowering? Do they lift you up or tear you down? Awareness is the first step to change. You can't fix what you don't notice. Once you're aware of your negative patterns, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it serving me? Is there another way to look at this? By questioning your thoughts, you weaken their power over you. You create space to choose new, more empowering beliefs. One of the most effective ways to shift your mindset is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity. It shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, from what's missing to what's present. Every morning, take a few moments to reflect on what you're grateful for. It could be something big like your family or your health, or something small like a sunny day or a kind word from a friend. Gratitude rewires your brain to see the good in life, and when you see the good, you attract more of it. A grateful mindset isn't just a feel-good practice, it's a transformational tool. Another essential component of mastering your mindset is to surround yourself with positivity. The people, environments, and media you expose yourself to influence your thoughts more than you realize. If you're constantly around negativity, people who complain, environments filled with stress, or media that feeds fear, it's going to be hard to maintain a positive mindset. Instead, seek out inspiration. Read books that expand your perspective. Listen to podcasts that uplift and educate you. Spend time with people who believe in you and challenge you to grow. Your environment matters. Choose one that fuels your mind with possibilities. To truly master your mindset, you must also learn to embrace challenges. Life will never be free of obstacles, but the way you approach them makes all the difference. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Adopt the mindset that life is happening for you, not to you. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is feedback. When you see challenges through this lens, they lose their power to derail you. Instead, they become stepping stones to your success. Finally, commit to lifelong growth. Mastering your mindset isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't tend to it, weeds, negative thoughts, and limiting beliefs will grow. But if you nurture it with positivity, curiosity, and resilience, it will flourish. Make it a habit to invest in your personal development. Read, learn, meditate, and reflect. Set aside time each day to work on your mindset, just as you would your physical fitness. Over time, these small, consistent efforts will compound into massive results. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. It can be your greatest ally or your greatest enemy, depending on how you use it. The choice is yours. Will you let fear, doubt, and negativity control you? Or will you take charge and create a mindset that empowers you? The moment you decide to master your mind, you unlock your full potential. So start today. Take control of your thoughts, cultivate gratitude, embrace challenges, and commit to growth. Because when you master your mindset, you master your life. And when you master your life, there's nothing you can't achieve. The people you surround yourself with shape your reality more than almost anything else. Think about it, your closest friends, family members, colleagues, and mentors all influence your mindset, behaviors, and decisions. If you want to change your life, you must start by examining your circle. Are the people around you lifting you up, or are they pulling you down? Are they inspiring you to be the best version of yourself, or are they keeping you stuck in mediocrity? It's time to get honest about the company you keep, because your success, happiness, and growth depend on it. There's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, and settle for less, it's likely you'll adopt those same habits. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, driven, and positive individuals, their energy and attitudes will rub off on you. You'll start to think bigger, work harder, and believe in your potential. That's the power of proximity. The people in your life are either pushing you towards your goals or pulling you away from them. Choose wisely. This doesn't mean you have to cut everyone out of your life or abandon long-term relationships. It does mean you need to set boundaries and be intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. If someone consistently brings negativity, drama, or toxicity, it's okay to love them from a distance. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't pour into others if your own cup is empty, and the wrong people will drain that cup faster than you can refill it. Surrounding yourself with the right people starts with seeking out those who inspire you, Look for individuals who are where you want to be or who embody the qualities you admire. These could be mentors, colleagues, or even peers who share your goals and values. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. Join groups, attend events, and put yourself in environments where high achievers gather. Proximity is power. Simply being around people who are operating at a higher level will elevate your own game. Their habits, mindset, and energy will naturally influence you to do and be more. Another key to building the right circle is to focus on mutual growth. The best relationships are those where both parties challenge and support each other. Find people who will hold you accountable, push you to step out of your comfort zone. And celebrate your wins without jealousy, and be that person for others as well. Relationships thrive when there's a balance of giving and receiving. When you invest in others, they'll invest in you. This creates a positive cycle of growth and support that benefits everyone involved. It's also important to remember that surrounding yourself with the right people doesn't mean avoiding criticism or hard truths. In fact, the best relationships are those where people are willing to call you out when you're not living up to your potential. A true friend or mentor will challenge you, not coddle you. They'll give you the tough love you need to grow. Embrace these relationships, even if they make you uncomfortable. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, and the right people will push you to stretch beyond what you think is possible. On the flip side, be mindful of the impact you have on others. Are you lifting people up or bringing them down? Are you a source of inspiration, encouragement, and positivity to attract the right people into your life? You need to be the kind of person others want to be around. Work on becoming a better version of yourself. Focus on your own growth, stay positive, and lead by example. When you radiate the qualities you want in others, you'll naturally attract like-minded individuals. Finally, understand that relationships evolve. As you grow and change, your circle will too. Some people will naturally drift away, while new connections will form. This is a normal and healthy part of life. Don't cling to relationships that no longer serve you out of guilt or obligation. Instead, focus on cultivating connections that align with your current goals and values. Surrounding yourself with the right people is an ongoing process, and it requires courage, intention, and self-awareness. Remember, the right people won't just support your dreams, they'll amplify them. They'll challenge you to think bigger, act bolder, and strive harder. They'll remind you of your potential when you forget it yourself. So take a look at your circle today. Are the people around you helping you become the person you want to be? If not, it's time to make some changes. Because when you surround yourself with the right people, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It has the ability to shift your perspective, change your mood, and transform your life. Yet in the rush of everyday life, we often overlook it. We get so caught up in what we don't have, what went wrong, or what we're striving for, that we forget to appreciate what's already here. But here's the truth: no matter where you are, what you're going through, there's always something to be grateful for. Cultivating gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice. It's a life-changing habit that can unlock joy, resilience, and abundance in every area of your life. Gratitude begins with awareness. Too often we go through life on autopilot, taking our blessings for granted. The roof over our head, the food on our table, the people who love us, these are extraordinary gifts. Yet we rarely pause to acknowledge them. When was the last time you truly stopped to appreciate the air you breathe, the sunrise in the morning, or the sound of laughter? These small moments of beauty and connection are easy to miss, but they're the foundation of a fulfilling life. The more you notice them, the more you realize just how much you have to be grateful for. Gratitude is not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even in the midst of difficulty. Life will never be without struggles. But gratitude gives you the strength to face them. It shifts your attention from what's wrong to what's right, from what's missing to what's present. This simple shift in focus can change everything. Instead of feeling like a victim of your circumstances, you feel empowered. You recognize the blessings in disguise, the lessons in adversity, and the opportunities hidden within the challenges. Gratitude turns obstacles into stepping stones. One of the most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is through a daily practice. Start each morning or end each day by reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. It could be as simple as the warmth of your bed, a kind word from a friend, or the taste of your favorite meal. The key is to make it a habit. Write it down, say it out loud, or simply think about it, whatever works for you. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to focus on the positive. It's like training a muscle. The more you exercise gratitude, the stronger it becomes. Another powerful way to cultivate gratitude is to express it to others. Too often, we assume people know how much they mean to us, but how often do we actually tell them? A heartfelt thank you can brighten someone's day and deepen your connection with them. Whether it's a note, a message, or a simple conversation, take the time to let the people in your life know you appreciate them. Gratitude isn't just about what you feel, it's about what you share. And when you share it, it multiplies. The more you give thanks, the more you'll find to be thankful for. Gratitude also involves being present. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the past or worry about the future. But gratitude lives in the now. It's about fully experiencing the moment you're in and appreciating it for what it is. Whether you're spending time with loved ones, enjoying a walk in nature, or simply sipping your morning coffee, be there. Notice the details. Savor the experience. When you're present, gratitude flows naturally because you're fully aware of the gifts in front of you. It's important to remember that gratitude is a choice. It's easy to be grateful when things are going well, but the real power of gratitude lies in choosing it even when life is hard. When you're faced with setbacks, disappointments, or uncertainty, pause and ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in this moment? It might be the lesson you're learning, the strength you're building, or the support of those around you. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain, but it helps you find meaning and resilience in the midst of it. Finally, gratitude is the foundation for abundance. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, you create a sense of sufficiency and contentment. This doesn't mean you stop striving for more. It means you strive from a place of fullness rather than emptiness. You recognize that life is already rich with blessings and anything more is a bonus. Gratitude opens the door to more opportunities, deeper connections, and greater joy. It's a reminder that the best things in life aren't things at all. They're the moments, people, and experiences that make life worth living. So start today. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and give thanks. No matter how small, no matter how ordinary, find something to appreciate. Gratitude isn't just an attitude, it's a way of life. And when you cultivate it, you unlock the true richness of the world around you. Staying hungry is the secret ingredient to achieving greatness. Hunger is not just about ambition, it's about a deep, burning desire to keep pushing forward, no matter what you've already accomplished. It's about refusing to settle for less than you're capable of. Even when others might say you've done enough. Hunger keeps you curious, keeps you learning, and keeps you striving. It's the driving force that separates those who achieve extraordinary things from those who stop at good enough. And if you want to create an extraordinary life, you must cultivate and protect that hunger. Hunger starts with a vision. What do you truly want in life? Not what society says you should want, not what others expect of you, but what sets your soul on fire. Without a clear vision, your hunger will fade because you won't have a compelling reason to keep going. Your vision should be so powerful that it pulls you forward. Even when you're tired, frustrated, or uncertain, it's the fuel that feeds your hunger. Write it down. Picture it in vivid detail. Revisit it daily. The clearer and more emotionally charged your vision, the stronger your hunger will be. Hunger is also about never being satisfied with where you are. This doesn't mean you can't celebrate your successes or appreciate what you've achieved. It means you don't let those successes make you complacent. The moment you start thinking, I've made it, is the moment your hunger begins to die. The most successful people in the world are never content to rest on their laurels. They're always asking, what's next? How can I grow? How can I contribute more? They understand that life is about progress, not perfection. As long as you're growing, you're living. And as long as you're hungry, you're growing. One of the biggest threats to hunger is comfort. When things are going well, it's easy to slip into a state of ease and routine. But comfort is the enemy of growth. To stay hungry, you must embrace discomfort. Challenge yourself regularly. Step out of your comfort zone. Take on projects that scare you. Surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking and push you to be better. Hunger thrives on the edge of your abilities, where you're forced to stretch and adapt. It's in those moments of discomfort that you find your greatest growth and your deepest satisfaction. Hunger also requires resilience. The journey to success is rarely smooth. You will face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But hunger isn't about avoiding these challenges, it's about using them as fuel. Every time you fall, get back up stronger. Every time you fall, every time you encounter a roadblock, find a way around it. Resilience keeps your hunger alive because it reminds you that nothing can stop you if you refuse to quit. Remember, hunger isn't just about wanting something, it's about being willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it. Staying hungry also means staying curious. The moment you think you know it all is the moment your growth stops. Hunger thrives on learning and discovery. Read books, seek mentors, ask questions. And explore new ideas. Stay open to feedback and be willing to change your approach if it isn't working. The world is constantly evolving, and if you want to stay ahead, you must evolve with it. Curiosity keeps your hunger alive by showing you how much more there is to learn and achieve. Another key to staying hungry is to connect your hunger to something bigger than yourself. If your goals are solely about personal success, your hunger may fade once you achieve a certain level of comfort. But when your hunger is tied to a mission, a purpose, or a desire to serve others, it becomes unstoppable. Ask yourself, how can my success make a difference? Who will benefit if I achieve my goals? When you see your efforts as part of a larger impact, your hunger takes on a new level of urgency and meaning. Finally, protect your hunger by surrounding yourself with others who are equally driven. Hunger is contagious. When you're around people who are passionate, ambitious, and constantly striving, the energy will inspire you to keep going. Conversely, avoid those who drain your energy or encourage you to settle. Your environment matters. Choose one that fuels your hunger and keeps you focused on your goals. Staying hungry isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. It's the fire that drives you to push past limitations, achieve your dreams, and create a life you're proud of. No matter what you've accomplished, there's always more to learn, more to give, and more to achieve. So don't settle. Don't get comfortable. Stay hungry. Because hunger is the spark that keeps you alive, growing and striving for greatness.